He wasn't just a cat, he was my shadow. Bubby came into my life in the most unusual way. Not as a quiet companion who keeps his distance, but as a clingy little soul who refused to leave my side. Unlike most cats who curl up neatly at the foot of the bed, Bubby decided his favorite place was right next to my face. Every night he would sprawl across my pillow, pressing against my ear, as if my heartbeat was the only lullaby he ever needed. I often wondered, why does he do this? Was it comfort? Was it fear? Or maybe it was simply Bubby's way of saying, I need you. At first, it was overwhelming. Imagine trying to sleep while a cat insists on kneading your head like a loaf of bread. Or working from home while a pair of big, round eyes silently demand your undivided attention. During video meetings, he would stroll across the camera as if he was the star of the show, making my colleagues laugh while I tried to keep a straight face. And yet, despite the chaos, I found myself smiling too.
Nice.
Because Bubby wasn't just being needy, he was showing love in the only way he knew how. When I returned home after a long day, Bubby was always there. No matter where I tried to hide, he would track me down and approach slowly. His gaze fixed on me with almost unnerving intensity. Sometimes I caught myself whispering, "Can I ever get a moment of peace?" But then he would curl up against me, purring softly. And the truth was undeniable. I didn't want peace. I wanted Bubby. Still, there was something fragile about him. Beneath all that clinginess was a timid, cautious heart. Bubby didn't like being left alone, and his nervous energy often filled the house when I had to step out. I realized then, he wasn't just clingy, he was scared. He needed reassurance that he wasn't abandoned. And I couldn't bear to see him struggle like that. That's when I decided to adopt another cat, Mittens. Mittens wasn't just a companion for me, he was a gift for Bubby. From the very first day, Mittens brought out a new side of him. Bubby, once anxious and dependent, began to show signs of confidence. He followed Mittens' lead, explored the house with more curiosity, and seemed to realize the world wasn't as frightening as he once thought. It was heartwarming to see. Bubby adored Mittens, often snuggling close to him for naps or following him around the house. But even with Mittens by his side, Bubby still sought me out. I was his safe place, his comfort zone, his anchor in a world that sometimes felt too big. Isn't it beautiful how animals choose us not just as caretakers, but as their source of trust and love? Looking back, I realized the timing of Bubby's arrival was no coincidence. I wasn't in the best place in my life when I adopted him. My days were clouded by heavy thoughts, and there were moments when silence felt unbearable. But Bubby, he broke through that silence. His constant need for affection pulled me out of my head and into the present. His little quirks, whether it was interrupting my work, staring at me like a tiny stalker, or demanding cuddles when I least expected, became the reminders I needed that life was still full of warmth and connection. In many ways, Bubby rescued me as much as I rescued him. Yes, he could be clingy. Yes, sometimes his way of expressing love was a little too much. But isn't that what makes him so special? His insistence on being close wasn't a flaw. It was his gift. A daily reminder that love doesn't have to be neat or convenient. Sometimes love is messy. Sometimes it interrupts your meeting or takes over your pillow. But it's still love, and it's beautiful. Bubby will always be my little cuddle bug, my companion, my comfort. He's not just a cat, he's family, he's my friend, he's my safe place just as I am his. And together, with Mittens by his side, we've built a home where fear no longer rules, and love fills every corner. So when you think about it, was Bubby really being too clingy, or was he simply teaching me the purest form of devotion? If you've ever had a pet who changed your life, who stood by you in your darkest days, then you know exactly what I mean. Love doesn't always come when life feels perfect. Sometimes it arrives in the form of a little cat named Bubby, who climbs onto your pillow and reminds you every single day that you are not alone.
Sir?
Because at the end of the day,
You're famous
Bubby
now.
isn't just my pet. He's my shadow, my heart, my forever friend.
Found. Honey. What's yours? And Mittens too. You want a snack? I look very pretty today. And so do you, Mittens. I look very pretty today. And so do you, Mittens.